Oh my God. So it's end of year, and this is a time where you do a little bit of reflecting to, figure out what the things you did wrong, the things you did right, the things you were able to accomplish, the things you were not able to accomplish. And if you're the kind of person that you feel like you're very, very ambitious, you know that yes, there's something more to life that you want. You're very, very, you're a go-getter, you're very ambitious. But for some reason, you do not know where to put that ambition. If you're new here, my name is Nellin. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for stopping by. If you have been watching my videos and you have not yet subscribed to my channel, you were just a hater. Period. So today we're talking about people that have so much ambition. This happens mostly in your mid 20s, early 20s, whatever. You feel like you want so much in life. You feel like yes, there's so much life has to offer you. You know for a fact that you're supposed to be something. You have this goals, but somehow you still feel like you don't have a direction. There's no clarity. You just don't know what you're doing. Like you want to achieve something, but you don't know how to do it. And I completely understand because I'm there, or I have been there. It's kind of like now I understand the direction I'm going to. But I've been there, and earlier this year, I could tell you for a fact that I was definitely like that because I was just I knew I wanted to be a creative. I knew I wanted to be this person, but I didn't know how to. I didn't know what direction I was going. And I feel like this happens to people mostly in their early 20s, people in their mid 20s, late 20s, people that are just trying to figure out. Maybe you are working a 9 to 5 job and you this is not for you, or you're doing one miniature job or just whatever, and you just know that damn life has more to offer than what I am actually experiencing. And this is just me telling you that you're not behind. You're not lazy. And it's okay to feel this way sometimes. It's okay to question, what am I doing in my life? How do I achieve this? How do I do this? It is okay. You're not unmotivated, you're not lazy, you are just literally in between versions of yourself, and it's okay to discover those parts. It's completely normal, it's completely fine. Now, when it comes to being ambitious, you have to have clarity. Ambition gives you energy, but without clarity, then you're not going to have any direction because I understand this. Oh, I want to focus on everything. I have this skill, I have this hobby, I have this, I want to monetize this, I want to monetize that. And you're literally all over the place because you feel like everything is important. Like I have to put my energy into this thing, I have to put my energy into that thing, I have to put my energy in this, that. That is having ambition without direction. And it leads to comparison because you're literally always comparing yourself to the next creator. I have been there personally this year when I saw a lot of creatives that they understood what we're doing, they had clarity, they had structures, they had system in their branding and all of that. I was always comparing myself to them like, I can do this, I could do this better, I can do this like this, I could do like, but why am I not where they are? I was always comparing myself. And this also leads to overthinking. Because by the time you start comparing yourself, you start overthinking, oh my god, maybe I should tweak this, maybe the content should be like this, maybe if I post like this, maybe if I do like this, if I and overthinking leads to pressure, unnecessary pressure in this life. That's what you do not need. Because when you start overthinking something, yeah, you've compared yourself. Now you're overthinking it. And then there's this pressure to, okay, this person is using this. So maybe if I get this, I'll be able to reach out to this person. If I get the Osmo Pocket, I'll be able to reach out to this person. If I have this set up in my house, I'll be able to do this, I'll be able to do that. Baby girl, baby boy, you don't need all of that. Yes, you can be ambitious. Yes, you can say you want everything, but if you don't have clarity, you're just going to get ambition without clarity just gives you anxiety. That's just basically it. Because you're always on your feet, you're always thinking, you're always, oh my god, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? That is what happens when you're ambitious and you don't have clarity. You don't need all the expensive equipment, you don't need to be like this person or act like this person or behave like this person or edit like this person. You just need clarity for yourself, for what you want, what you need. That's it. Some people assume that lack of clarity literally means that you're lost, and being lost is a bad thing or it's a very horrible thing, and blah 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 blah. Sometimes being lost means that okay, the old goals that you have they no longer fit. you're growing, you're becoming more mature, you've grown to be more emotionally aware, you've grown to be more self-aware. And to me, I don't think that's confusion, that is transition. When you start saying, okay, I think you calm down and be like, okay, I think I'm lost. I think I don't know what I'm doing. I don't have clarity. I don't have this. It means that the things that you used to do, they no longer fit the person you want to be. They no longer align with the things you want to do. And that's okay. That is you transitioning. Being lost means that the old map that you drew out for yourself is no longer working. But now, lack of clarity means that that old map is not working again, but you have not drawn out a new map. So you don't have any direction where you're going to. And that is a phase. That is you transitioning. It's not something you should start overthinking about. It's not something you start pressuring yourself about. It's okay. It's fine. Take a deep breath. Relax. It's not the end of the world. So relax. Earlier this year, I said I was going to take my content creation. In fact, this year I said I was going to take my content creation seriously. I was going to post more. I was going to be more consistent. I was going to, just find where I belong. And because I said that to myself, I started doing more thinking. I started doing more, what do I want to do? How do I want my life to go? I started asking myself for the direction because when I was posting on social media or when I got the virality I got on Instagram and TikTok, I didn't have clarity. I didn't have structure. I didn't know exactly what I was doing. So when it came, I didn't utilize it properly. So it just left. So I had to like struggle with getting my engagement back and all of those things. And it made me reflect so much this year. And I was asking myself a lot of questions. And the thing that helped me this year to find my direction and my clarity when it comes to my career or what I want to be and all of those things is trying out new things. I was always ready to try out new things. I was always ready to experiment, explore, even with my content, with my page. If you literally go through my Instagram page, because I haven't literally archived any post or whatever, you would realize that I have been trying to many things for the past 1 year, 2 years to know exactly what I want to do, who I want to speak to, how I want them to perceive me, and all of that. And another thing that helped me was letting myself be a beginner again. Yes, I know I had the skills. Yes, I know I have learned a couple of things, but I was still telling myself, you know what, you need to learn more. You need to learn from the fresh. You need to learn from the start. So I was doing lots of research. I was researching like I am a newborn baby that just started this content creation thing or this career path thing and clarity thing and structure thing. I was just always, let me read about this, let me watch this video, let me do this, let me do that. And it really, really helped me to know what I wanted. Another thing that really helped me to get my direction was to stop thinking and just start doing. The moment I started making videos, earlier this year, I was posting, but I was always like contemplating, should I post this, should I not post this? So there, I was always in the planning phase. I was always just planning and planning and planning and planning until I started posting. I started just, freestyle. I would just sit down, make my video, and just post it. The ones that did well did well. The ones that did not do well did not do well, and that's about it. And I realized that the more I was doing that, the more I understood what I wanted. The more I started getting clarity on, okay, I actually enjoy talking about this. I actually enjoy doing this better. And people actually resonate with me or they relate to me better when I do this, when I act like this, when I chase this, or when I focus more on this. So yes, over planning doesn't literally give you clarity. When you continuously keep planning, you keep saying, let me just, it's not gonna give you clarity there. It's not. It's just gonna make you more confused, more stressed, more anxious, more all of those things. It's not gonna help you. But when you actually start, you be like, you know what, never mind, I'm not gonna plan too much, let me just do it. You want to start modeling and you just don't think about, okay, maybe my height, maybe my skin color, maybe this, and you just start applying to agencies, to gigs, to this. Eventually one thing is going to stick. You're going to realize, okay, maybe I like runway modeling than I like when I have to, be on set for 24 hours and blah blah. Clarity comes from doing something. It comes from continuously doing something, continuously letting yourself learn as you go. Don't assume that, okay, yes, I have all the information I need, and so I don't need to listen to any other person. No. Three things I want you to take out of this video before you actually end this video. Three practical things that you could try for yourself. Number one, focus on one thing, not everything. Don't try to be everywhere. Don't try to be the master of all, jack of none. No, focus on one particular thing. Don't try to be everywhere. Do not try to say, okay, because I started creating videos today, I'm going to monetize today, I'm going to build my community today, I'm going to get my engagement today, I'm going to get brand deals today. It doesn't work like that. Give yourself time. Say, okay, in 1 to 3 months I want to focus on community building. I want to just build and build and build and build. In 5 to 6 months, maybe I should try reaching out, pitching. And then by 8, 10 months, 12 months, you are literally talking about, okay, I have the skills, I have this experience, I've done this, I've done that. Now let me launch my product, let me launch a program, let me launch my events, or whatever it is. Just focus on one thing first, master it very well, be very good at it before you start branching. The second thing I want you to do is to be curious. Don't just assume that, oh, okay, I learned this skill in 2020. So whatever you knew then and what is happening now is quite the same. It's not. The world is evolving. Everything is evolving. Don't do it because you're pressured to do it. No, do it because you're genuinely curious and you want to learn from it. Just have an open mind when you're curious about things. Don't do it because, oh, you're very pressured to do it. I must learn this thing before this happens. No, do it because you're curious. You genuinely just want to learn this thing. You just want to know. Another thing I want you to do is building a consistent routine. That's the third thing I want you to do. Build a consistent routine. 2 days ago I was doing some reflecting, I was doing some journaling, and I was just talking to myself. And I realized that, okay, I feel like I am too overwhelmed with what I'm doing. Let me take a break and give myself a routine. And I literally mapped out how I want my week to be every day. Mind you, clarity comes from repetition. Yeah, so repetition can be very, very boring. So I don't want you to say, oh God, I've done this thing for 2 weeks. I'm so tired. I'm not seeing result. That's not literally how it works. You have to do something consistently. And when it comes to building habits, you have to do it consistently. So it can become part and parcel of you. It's something that you no longer check your phone to say, okay, today I'm doing this, but you just wake up and be like, you know what, today we're doing this, that, and that is your routine. That's about it. Now, it's not gonna be easy. Let me not even lie to you. It doesn't come like that. It doesn't work that way. It takes time, it takes effort, it takes energy, it takes you putting in the work to actually say, yes, this is what I want clarity for myself this coming year. In 2026, I want clarity for myself, and I have to put in the work to actually get that clarity. If you do these three things, trust me, I bet you before the mid-year 2026, you're going to have so much clarity. In fact, probably even less than that, you're going to have so much clarity that you'll be asking yourself, wait, what was I even doing in 2025? Was I playing with my life? Was I just like, because what was that? Because you're going to have so much clarity if you do these three things. Trust me. I'm currently practicing it, so I can speak from my own personal experience, and it is working. It's working for me, so it will work for you as well. So no, you do not need a 5-year plan, a 10-year plan. You just need one honest step. Sit down, reflect, and tell yourself, you know what am I lacking? What do I need to improve? What should I take out? What should I add? What should I learn? What should I unlearn? What habits do I need to build? What habits do I need to stop? How should my routine look like? That is how you get clarity. And always remember that this stage doesn't last forever. You're not failing, you're not behind, you are becoming. If you are ambitious and you're lost, it just means that there's more to you. It just hasn't found its shape yet. And that's fine. That's okay. Clarity comes from doing, it doesn't come from planning continuously. It comes from repetition. Continuously doing something over time, you're gonna get clarity. So if this sounds like you are not alone there. Let us do this together. And all you have to do is like, comment, subscribe, share, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye. Peace and love.